I have a short poem for you today. It's entitled Settling Your Distress. And it's about Sayyidina Zainab alayhi salam. And inshallah, I'd like you to pay attention to the words in specific. It gets very detailed at some point. Salawat ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. You have arisen in your distress. This picture to the world you confess, a beacon of hope you've become, the mother of all tragedy. Enchained to this precious world, yet by you it feels threatened. The strength of mountains only by your power has lessened. Within and beneath the plains of Karbala you're a legend, and within each tear your patience is mentioned. As a flower blooms within its trials, its success is shown in its petals. Zainab has bloomed to today's poem, the mother of all tragedy. The tears we shed fall upon the stars that saw you weep. It is in their comfort where your patience fell asleep. Your patience questions the sky that in your sadness fell deep. Now the tears on the stars that saw tragedy, the sky must sweep. The tears we shed fall upon the stars that saw you weep. It's in their comfort where your patience fell asleep. Your patience questions the sky that in your sadness fell deep. Now the tears on the stars that saw tragedy, the sky must sweep. The tragedy endured night and day. Zainab begged the night to stay, as her brother would be death's next victim, the mother of all tragedy. O woman who witnessed a lifeless tragedy, loving you and your sadness, brought to each life a thing of beauty. In the heart it radiates, just as the roots of a tree are hidden deeply, and from these hearts your love sprouts with no boundary. The trees collapse when Zainab screams. The trees collapse when Zainab screams, yet return from her tears. Streams the sky and its rains cannot fathom, the mother of all tragedy. O flower that has broken my backbone, O flower that has been beaten and thrown, O mother of sorrow that has broken my backbone and all of your emotions. Are there any you haven't known? In 10 nights you endured the breaking of every bone. There was emotion in her shown through both physical and inner. Through her memory she would blossom, the mother of all tragedy. As you wept upon the dark hour that has yet to arise. As you wept upon the dark hour that has yet to arise, the children's souls around you felt your cries. The origin of sadness is Hussein's demise. The origin of sadness is Hussein's demise, as he used to reassure that their death would rise. Is there any other drowned in sorrow? Is Zainab still under oppression's shadow? Who will give to this woman her freedom, the mother of tragedy? Your gaze truly held tight unto the sunshine of the sun. Your gaze, it truly held tight unto the sunshine of the sun. Its light gave you the warmth and hope of Hussein. Golden, it wrapped you tightly, whilst also bringing to your back a burden. As Hussein's death comes closer, as Hussein's death comes closer, you know this warmth is frozen. His dreams pictured his death. She only wanted to see his breath, taken to the tyrant's kingdom, the mother of all tragedy. Along your roads of sorrow, you see rivers of which we have shed. As a captive of your own grief, to kingdoms you were led. In your blood you are told to remain in Hussein's stead. As all of this was done to spread the message of Muhammad, all of this was done to spread the message of Muhammad. She tried to give immortality to her brother. It is Zainab who is made of honor, and to heaven she was told welcome. To heaven she was told welcome, the mother of all tragedy. With you silently enduring tragedy after tragedy, who else could claim to be the mother of all calamity? It was you who stood as Hussein's patience perfectly, so that when in the face of death he'd glare, you cried patiently. All burdens with Zainab lift. All burdens with Zainab lift. To mankind she is a gift. Each year for her tragedies we cry. Solemn, the mother of all tragedies, give her your bloodstream. Let her flow into your veins. She'll flow as the tears upon her cheek. Give her your life, and failure you'll fail to see. Each tear toward her bends. If it's for her, she'll return them. If it's for her brothers, she'll send them. And her, as your messenger, be sure to address her. Be sure to address her as your sadness, because within us she's hidden, a gem in a world of cruelty glistens. I know of none other so sorrowful. Yet as she weeps, she's beautiful, a silent mother of calamity, and her roots, warriors against all evil. In my heart, she's honored with happiness, as in this life she's only seen oppression. In this world, by grief she was captured. By grief she was captured, an orphan and a mother alone, even in the heavens. An orphan and a mother alone, even in the heavens. You have arisen in your distress. This picture to the world you confess, a beacon of hope you've become. The mother of all tragedies. I apologize for my shortcomings. Thank you very much for listening. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا وصلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على محمد.